What to do, YouTube? You know, one of the main things that I missed about this channel was the lovely comments that you receive after you post a video. Check this out. For reals, your draft is trash. Stick to your daytime job. Or this one. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. I messed up. Man, you sucks at picking picks. Please don't become a GM. If you do, you will be great for the Jets, Bills, Patriots, or Cowboys. Thank God Chris Greer won't see this crap. There was one other one. Not too harsh, but I guess we don't need a center. So, with that being said, we just gonna. I think people have just lost track as far as the Miami Dolphins needs and as far as where we are drafting priority of need from number one, probably between number one, round one and round three in particular, where I think we should go. Now, a lot of haters on the draft video. I'm cool with that, but you're not gonna. I'm never gonna be on board with y'all when it comes down to the wide receiver position at number six, and that's where we're gonna end up starting at the number six position. Devonte Smith, Jaylon Waddle, Ja'Marr Chase. Those are the three receivers that most people's mock drafts have the Dolphins taken at number six. I don't agree with that. If it does come down to us taking a receiver at number six, I'm obviously gonna go with Jaylon Waddle. Very explosive. Like I just feel like he's a better fit for Tua than Devonte Smith and Ja'Marr Chase. Than Ja'Marr Chase and Devonte Smith, he's totally off my board if we're being completely 100. But I'm just looking at the wide receivers for the Miami Dolphins. A lot of hate for Preston Williams, a lot of hate for Devontae Parker. I'm gonna with Devontae Parker. Yes, durability is an issue, but when he is in the game, he is extremely productive. And I'm saying that off the most recent game, which is against the Buffalo Bills. He played phenomenal. He played phenomenal. Preston Williams, I felt like as far as Preston Williams is concerned, um, he as far as confidence was a big huge issue. I feel like with Preston Williams, I feel like he didn't get his confidence back probably until against the Niners game. I feel like that was the game right there where he was starting to come into his own, was in that Niners game, and then it carried over into the Arizona Cardinals game, and that's where you saw what Preston Williams can be, because a lot of catching the ball with his body earlier on in the 2020 season, and then you started seeing him get that confidence as the season progressed. So I feel like you guys have sold out on Preston Williams. That's not fair. The addition of Will Fuller. Look, you want speed? Will Fuller's gonna give you speed. He can play the slot. He can play on the outside. Like Will Fuller will open up the offense. No need for the Miami Dolphins to end up wasting a six overall pick on a wide receiver. Folks will be saying they're unreliable. Look, after this year, then you have a right to be. Then we have a right to reevaluate the position. But considering how we bought in Will Fuller to take the top off the defense, and Devontae Parker, he can create his own separation, and Preston Williams is only going to get better. I feel like we good to go in that department as far as receiver. Not to mention, Albert Wilson is going to be coming back, who can create separation in the slot. So I like the receiving core. Did I just mention Lynn Bowden too? So we have a plethora of receivers at the wide receiver position where you don't need to spend such a high pick on a wide receiver in the first round. Like that is just does not make sense to me. Now, if we sit back and talk about a Kyle Pitts, then that's a different story, because I feel like at this particular point, like I've stated multiple times, I've seen enough from Mike Gesicki where I feel like he does not need a contract extension, and we can get a transcendent talent, hopefully at number six with Kyle Pitts, if that's the road we decide that we want to go down. Now, if we end up trading back in the draft, even though Chris Greer addressed those rumors, um, yeah, most definitely. Linebacker is definitely up there as far as priority of need. Jerome Baker, he's on a contract year too, so we possibly may not be seeing Jerome Baker out there this year. May end up not even seeing him make it survive through the course of the draft if things go the way that it's supposed to go. But with us bringing in Benardrick McKinney as a middle linebacker, we can. I feel like we should bring in another linebacker, to solidify us being able to stop the run because that has been an issue over the last several years. Got a little bit better in 2020. Also, pass coverage is a hit issue as far as at the second level at the linebacker position as well. So, bringing in a linebacker that can cover that'd be huge. Now, when it comes down to pass edge rusher, excuse me. All right, so we traded Shaq Lawson to the Houston Texans, and Kyle Van Noy ended up getting released. So currently we on the roster right now. Our top dogs as far as edge rushers are Emmanuel Ogbah last year had 9 sacks. Andrew Van Ginkel had 5.5, and Jerome Baker had 7, if I'm not mistaken. So those are your sack leaders. We're down 2 pass rushers. Like one of my biggest issues that the Dolphins had last year. And I'm just going back and looking at that Buffalo Bills game because we ran a lot of cover zero blitzes. If those blitzes get picked up, we are doomed. And I feel like we need to apply pressure more with just 4-man rushes, and also with the combination of a better run defender. That's why I kind of like favor Jason Oweh and Phillips from Miami, because they give you an excellent combination of both. Aguilari, I feel like he's more of a pass rushing specialist, and his rush defense ain't up there with Jason Oweh and Phillips. Also with Kwity Paye too as well. I like Kwity Paye. I like Aguilari as just pure pass rushers, but rush defense is a little bit in question as far as establishing the edge. And that's a big, huge factor when it comes down to the Miami Dolphins picking their edge defenders. They need to be able to establish the edge and stop the run. That's huge. Now, as far as the offensive line is concerned, right? So currently on the roster, last year's starter, Austin Jackson, Eric Flowers, dude went right back to the Patriots. Ted Karras, Solomon Kinley was playing guard. Robert Hunt played some guard and played some tackle, and Jesse Davis. Now, a lot of folks are upset about the fact that we're not taking the center. Here's my mindset when it comes down to center, to be honest with you, right? So I feel like Michael Dieter was taken 2 years ago in the 2019 draft. None of those offensive linemen from that 2019 Dolphins team is still on the roster except for Michael Dieter. And that's another thing. Like, I feel like he didn't get his fair shake at the center on the offensive line in general. In a couple of plays that I saw him in 2020, I felt like he played a decent job. I won't give him the excellent job, but he played a fairly decent job for him to earn an opportunity. Now, us bringing in Matt Skura from the Baltimore Ravens, I like Matt Skura. Like, us having those two battle it out for the center position, I feel like that doesn't require us getting a center that early in the draft. Now, tackle, that's a different story because obviously we bought in DJ Fluker. As far as the actual number that we're paying DJ Fluker, that hasn't came out yet. But from what the Baltimore Ravens gave him last year was like a one year $1 million deal. So I'm thinking to myself, it's gonna be something around there. So with that being said, I feel like you can solve 2 problems, offensive line problems, with I'm not sold on Eric Flowers, to be honest. If we could possibly move Robert Hunt to the guard position, because I strongly believe Robert Hunt is a guard. I don't see him as an actual tackle, but hey, if he can play a tackle, I'm good to go. But if we can just bring in another tackle just in case, that would be lovely. And I feel like that is a definite position of need, probably somewhere around the second, going into the third round. Last but not least, the running back position. Yes, 1,000%. I agree with that. What Myles Gaskin, 560 something yards, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, definitely I agree. Running back is a priority of need. Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, and Najee Harris. If they're available in the second round, then most definitely you should pull the trigger on one of those running backs. But all this conversation about receiver and center, come on now, let's get real, man. Get real. Like, not at number six. Receiver at number six. That's my biggest issue. Receiver at number six. That is just ridiculous to me. That is ridiculous. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to this response to this video, uh, because again, receiver at number six. Like, I feel like you guys are just way too easy just jumping off the ship as far as what we have in this receiver room right now. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.